June 7, 1494, the Treaty of Tordesillas was signed at Tordesillas, which divided the newly discovered lands outside Europe into an exclusive duopoly between the Spanish and the Portuguese along the north-south meridian 370 leagues west of the Cape Verde Islands. The land to east would belong to Portugal and the islands to the west to Spain. The treaty was ratified by Spain at the time, the Crown King and Queen of Castle Aragon and King John II of Portugal. The Treaty of Tordesillas was intended to resolve the dispute between the rival kingdoms of Spain and Portugal, the newly discovered and yet to be discovered in the land in the Atlantic Oceans. The line of demarcation drawn by Pope Alexander VI in 1493 did not encircle the earth. Instead, the Spain and Portugal could conquer new land they were the first to discover. Spain to west, which led to the expedition of Magellan to the Philippines, and Portugal to east.
March 16, 1521, Pigafetta mentioned that they reached the Isle of Zamar, now Samar, but Magellan decided to land in another uninhabited island for greater security where they could rest for a few days. Pigafetta described the people seemed very familiar and willingly to show them different islands and the names of those islands. They went to Homono Island, where they found 2 springs of the clearest water. They called it the watering place of good signs, where they found the first signs of gold in the island. They called the island with the nearby islands as the archipelago of St. Lazarus. In the island of Butuan and Calagan, there was the first king named Raya Colombo. Pigafetta described him as the most inimitable of all men that he saw in the island, for he was adorned with silk and golden accessories like golden dagger. The second king is Raya Shawe, who offered Magellan a gold bar, but Magellan declined. Instead, he asked for the needs of his ships. The king responded by giving Magellan the needed provisions, and then the 2 men desired to become brothers.